into this particular thing. And Pranay said, you know what, if you put in 13,000 in this particular thing, by next year, you will at least get 10 times the return. He was trying to sell me a software. I don't want to name any company over here, and that's the reason why I don't name from where he belonged and what he did. However, Pranay was the reason I came to know the power of internet. I came to know the power of using online reputation to attract more patients, and that's when I shifted from his software to Google My Business, because using Pranay's software, I had started to get good amount of patients. However, I understood that one particular day I might stop this software, and on that day, again, my online presence is deleted. Therefore, it was important for me to go ahead and use Google, because Google was in my control and nobody could delete all the reviews that goes to Google, and people can use these reviews and understand what type of a clinician I am, what type of a practice that we have, and if they want to walk into such a practice, they would love to come to the practice. So a big thank you to Pranay Pant for explaining the online reputation to me. And let's now go ahead and understand Google My Business. So how does Google My Business help us, and how can it help you to attract more patients? I hope everything is pretty clear over here. Let me continue to the next step, and I'm sure the screen is shared and you can see. If I search on Google dentist in New York, or if people use their mobile phones and type in on Google Maps dentist in New York, this is how the results will be. If you are in any part of the country, India, if you are practicing any city, any village, when you type in, or when a patient types in dentist in XYZ city, there are results which are going to be seen. So this is what is seen when a person who is searching for a dentist in their vicinity searches on Google. So what do we do? I would like you all to use the chat box and let me know if we want to find a mobile phone, if we want to purchase a car, if we want to purchase a water purifier or any particular thing. What is the first thing that we do? Can you use the chat box and let us know what is the first thing that we do when we want to purchase any particular thing? Jayesh is fast and says Google. Yamini has also told me Google. Fantastic. Nichiketa Mehta, search on Google. Fantastic. So that's the first thing that we do. We go on to Google in order to find out any particular thing. And when we are going to Google, that's what is happening by our patients as well. They go on to Google in order to find out who is the dentist practicing in nearby area, what treatments do they offer, how happy are the patients who go to this particular practice, and should I visit this particular practice or not. So when somebody types in on Google dentist, let's just take the example of New York. So dentist in New York, and this is how it looks like. So these three things over here, if you see, this is an ad. So these people are paying to Google in order for their dental practices to be seen on top. So now you have two options. Either, I would say there are three options. Either you can pay Google to be seen on the first place. The second thing is, when you scroll down over here, again, this is an ad. You see three people over here who are seen on the top, and these three people are seen on the top because they are using Google My Business. And they're not just using Google My Business, they are using it in the most efficient way, in such a way that they are seen on the top. So that's the result number one, which is Google Ads. Result number two is using Google My Business. Google My Business is a completely free application available on your laptops, available on your Android phones, and also on your iOS devices. So please make sure that you use it if you want to be seen over here in the top three. When you press on view all, you can see more dentists over here. However, the dentist who is not present on the top doesn't get many clicks, doesn't get many phone calls. So we need to put in a lot of effort in order to be seen on the top over here. And the third thing is something which is called a search engine optimization, or SEO, using the power of which your website can be seen when people type in dentist in your area. So this is a phrase. When people type in this phrase, they'll be seeing many things. And if you are seen on the top, you will get clicks, you will get calls, you will get people visiting you. And when they come to you, they will tell you, we searched for you from the internet. So over here, when I type in dentist in New York, there are three ads which I see. Let me not concentrate on the ads. There are three people over here: Park 56, New York Dental Office, and 209 NYC, New York City Dental. So these are the three things which I see when people type in dentist in New York. And let me try to just change the keyword and type in dental clinic in New York. And when I do that, the people who are seen over here automatically change. Okay, nothing is seen over here right now. All right, so I've typed in dental implants in New York and the results are completely different. So depending on the keywords that these patients use to find a dentist and their vicinity, they are going to get different results, and you need to make sure that you are seen on the top in all the results. And you can use that, you can use the help of Google My Business to be seen on top. Are we having any questions over here? Are we having any doubts over here? Am I clear? Am I fast? If there's anything, please use the chat box and let me know. All right, so no questions have popped in on my screen. Let me move ahead and show you how the dashboard of Google My Business looks like. All right, so this is the dashboard of Google My Business, which can be seen onto your laptops. It can be also seen on your Android and your iOS devices. However, before you start seeing all these things on your phones, you need to claim your Google My Business onto the Google Maps or on the search place. So let me see google.com, and I know one of the dentists practicing over here, Dr. Saurabh, being present in Daisar. So you need to type in dental clinic in Dahisar West, and Dr. Saurabh, I have added your practices to Google somewhere around 3 or 4 years back. It's sorry, not 3 or 4, it's 1.5 or 2 years back since the time I'm visiting. So you need to find whether your dental practice is already present onto the website. So say if the name of your practice is XYZ Dental Clinic, you need to find out, or it's XYZ Dental Clinic in Malad, you need to find out if this clinic is already located onto Google Maps. If it's already located onto Google Maps, you will have an option of claiming the business. This business has been already claimed by this one, someone. See over here, you have an option of owning this business. And if your website, if your business is already present online, then first go ahead and click on this business and continue with the formalities before Google allows you to claim this business is yours, because you will only be able to claim your own business. You will not be able to claim any other business on Google. I've clicked on one particular clinic over here. This is not my clinic, and since I click on this, they mention to me this listing has already been claimed. They don't give me the details. However, they give me a hint. If I am the owner, this IN is the website from which this link has been claimed. So if your business is already present on Google, first thing is you need to search for the name of your dental practice with the location of your dental practice on Google. Over here, for example, Dr. Jayesh, he said, I'm already using Google My Business. I want to grow ahead. I want to understand how can I improve it. So since you have already claimed it, once you claim it, this is how Google My Business looks like. So for the first time, you need to verify that you are the actual owner of this business. And the way you do it is over here, before verification, you will be seeing a link which says verify that this business belongs to you. And you click on that link, and Google will send a courier to this address. And if this business or if this clinic belongs to you, and if you are present on this address, it will contain an OTP. The courier will contain an OTP, and you need to enter that OTP onto the Google My Business site, and then you can start having the entire dashboard of Google My Business controlled from all the places. So I'm using one email over here to access my Google My Business, and my email ID over here is jashinarora@gmail.com. Once I claim it, I can use it, and only I can give authority to someone if they want to use it or not. If I don't want to give authority to anyone, I am the sole owner, and I'm the sole person who is responsible for all the activities using the dashboard of Google My Business. Once verified, you can go into the info page. This is how the info page looks like, and you can type in the name of your business. You can type in the categories of your business. So these are the different categories your business will be seen when people search onto Google for any type of dental treatments which they require. You can edit and type in the exact address of your clinic. You can pinpoint the location of your clinic onto Google Maps. And once you do that, people can drive in to your dental practice using Google Maps directly. Service area. This thing I would not advise dentists to use in service area, because service area is used by those people who go outside their businesses and they cater to the homes of their clients. So say for example, if someone is the owner of a restaurant and they are using my Google My Business to to get more clients for their restaurant, and they also do home deliveries. So in those cases, they can add service areas over here, because they will be serving in those areas, they'll be going to their homes and giving them what they want, or delivering the food that they have ordered. For us as dentists, I would not advise using the service area over here. Let it remain blank for us. The timings needs to be updated. It has to be specific, because many a times people will walk into the dental practice seeing that it's open on Google, and if they walk to the dental practice and if the timings were wrong, they will question you, why is it wrong? Google says it's completely open as of now, why are you closed? So make sure that your timings are updated over here. You can edit your phone numbers. You can put in a name for your practice. You can add your websites over here. You can add links to your appointment links where people can click and it opens a page where they can take appointments from. You can add what sort of treatments under menu and products. Services is auto added using the category over here that you have added. If you add dentist or dental clinic in your categories, Google will automatically add all the services that a dentist does at their dental practices. Are we having any questions over here as of now? Are we having any doubts? Please feel free to ask as many. Yes, Dr. Jayesh, you have raised your hand. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sir, as I have told you, I'm using Google My Business and I have requested for that OTP which you talked just a while ago. But I have
Hmm.
not received anything, any courier from their side. So shall I request it again?
When was it requested, if I may ask, Dr. Jayesh? How
It
many
was
days back?
it's been more than 3 months.
That's quite a while. Normally, it takes 12 to 15 working days for
Yeah,
Google for. Yeah.
actually it was the written thing over there, but
Hmm.
I didn't get any response from their side till now. So should I
Okay.
go for again requesting?
Okay, Jayesh, if you can log in to your Google My Business at the end of today's presentation and try to verify again, please try to log in through a laptop or a desktop. Don't do it from a mobile phone. And these days, there is an
Okay,
option of verification through phone call. There is an option of verification through video calls. Please
okay,
check if it is showing you that option, because not all businesses, not many businesses are getting that. People in US are only getting video call options. We over here in India are getting a voice call option. So
okay,
before you ask for the next OTP, make sure you go into the info section and make sure the number over here is correct. And once that is done, ask them to send you an OTP over this mobile phone, and your phone will ring the next second. You will get an automatic call from Google with the OTP. Add that OTP to Google My Business, and it will be verified.
okay. Can you please tell me, sir, where I'll get that verify again ka button?
All right. So when you go to home,
Okay,
since my business is already verified, I don't get it. However,
okay,
over here, home, a little when you scroll down,
okay,
somewhere over here is where you will get verify your business. Click on it, you will be directed to a new page where they will
okay,
ask you whether you want to use a method of courier or whether you want to use the method of phone calls. Select phone
okay,
call option, click next, and you will get a call immediately.
okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jayesh. I hope we helped you with your question. Are we having any more questions? So no questions coming up, no questions that I have as of now. Let me continue ahead where I was. All right. So this from the business attributes was not present before COVID era. So during the COVID era, they updated and they have given us an option of health and safety parameters at the dental practice. So if you are working only with appointments, if mask is a compulsory thing at the clinic, if the staff gets temperature checks regularly, if the staff is compulsorily disinfecting all the surfaces between two appointments, whether the staff wears masks or don't wear masks, whether temperature checks is required for patients or not. And when you click on this thing, this is an attribute which will be shown over here, and this thing is being seen by the patients when they click over here. So for say example, NYC dental clinic in New York, Center for Dental Implants, whether they have used these attributes. I don't see them using these attributes because they will be seen somewhere over here if you have accepted them. So it's a very great tool. Please go ahead and use this if you are doing appointments only by prior appointments if masks are required. So choose in all those things that you feel is a must for your dental practice. And the last thing over here is about information. So about information is somewhere where you can feed in 750 keywords or 750 words of information regarding you. So please make sure that you use this completely. I've seen many dentists not filling it up completely. They use only 100 words, 150 words. This is a must. This description is from where you get a higher chance to be seen on Google when people search for dentists like you. So if you see over here, I have typed in some keywords like root canal, crowns and bridges, cleaning and polishing, braces, dental implants, kid dentistry, and smile design over here into the description. And these keywords, if some of the patient is using to find a dentist in the area where I practice, it will help them to see me first before they see others. There are multiple parameters which Google understands before somebody is being ranked onto the top of Google My Business. And one parameter is your description on Google My Business, whether it's updated or not, whether people are using Google My Business and reaching your exact location of dental practice, whether you are taking reviews continuously or not. There are many parameters that Google Business sees, and these parameters are changed regularly. So, in order for you to be seen on the top and to remain on the top of Google, there is a famous saying which says, you need to love Google first before Google starts loving you. So, first you have to show that you love Google, and only then Google will love you back, and you can show your love to Google by staying active on Google My Business. And let me tell you what are the ways of staying active apart from all the things that I have already discussed. One of the doctor had just come on mute and then that come on unmute and again go on mute. If there are any questions, I would like to take them right now over here. Are we having any questions? All right, so there are no questions which are coming right now. Let me go ahead and let me try to help you understand how does Google My Business take your rating to the top. Make sure that you edit this and you put the exact date of the opening of the dental practice. This helps people know how old a practitioner are you. If you have recently put your dental practice, however, if you are practicing for more than how your business is, or here my business is from 2012, till date, which is around 9 years. However, I had passed out in 2010, and therefore over here I can type in how many years I have been practicing. So these are the two ways you can tell your patients that you have been practicing since a long time. All right, let's go ahead and see the insights feature, and that's where Google helps me understand one key feature which helps my business to be seen more as compared to other dentists in my vicinity. Google helps me giving some indication. Google helps me by giving some suggestions. So let's see what is inside, and let me see what is the suggestion Google gives to me. All right, so I can change it from a month to a week. I can change it to a quarter. Let's keep it a month. So these are the number of searches that I get when people search for a dentist or a dental clinic or an extraction, dental extraction or dental implants at my vicinity. So these are the number of searches on which smiling teeth dental practice was seen. That's 3,385 searches in 1 month. So people are seeing you, people are watching you. Now Google gives me a suggestion over here. Businesses with recent photos typically receive more clicks to their websites. So please post photos. So if Google is asking me to post photos, why do I don't post photos regularly? And let's scroll down in the insights and let's see what happens when I post photos. So these are the photo quantities and these are the photo views. So if you see the number of photo views of my business over here is 29.4 thousand, as against businesses like me have an average 1.43 thousand views in a span of 1 month. And then it tells me one more suggestion over here: post more to stay ahead. So when Google is giving me suggestions of posting more, when Google is giving me suggestions to use more photos, please use these suggestions to your help. Please listen to what Google says, and when you listen, Google will start loving you back. So these are the photo quantities. Businesses like me have 9 photos which the owner have put, and 3 photos which the customers who visit these places put. And we over here have 52 photos that I have put, and 8 of my customers have put some photos. So let us go to the photos section and let us go to the post section. Two things which have to be understood at Google My Business. Are we having any questions over here? Any doubts? Please interact. Please feel free to ask me more questions. I would love to help you over here, because any question which goes back home from here will stay a doubt for life. If you ask me the question, if I help you with the answer, that doubt will be solved for life. So feel free to ask us as many questions as you want. I love to help people, and if you ask me the questions, I'll be able to help you very, very easily. Are we having any questions? All right, so no questions have been asked over here. Let me proceed to the photo sections of Google My Business, and let me share with you how does Google My Business photos look like and how does it help us at the practice. So you can have your photos added over here. You can just click on the plus link and you can select photos and videos from your computer, and you can add it over here onto Google My Business. And these are the photos and videos and your patients view them before they walk into the dental practice. And therefore, please post as many photos, as many videos you want. For example, if I click one particular photo that we have posted, this photo, if you can see over here, this photo has been posted just 11 weeks, which is around 3 months. Yes, 3 months. And within 3 months, this photo has got a whooping 50,000 views. That means more views, more customers contact you, more views, more chances that you are seen on the top, more views means more people will call you, connect with you, and try to have an appointment with you. You can also add testimonials over here. So these are some of the testimonials that I have added over here. So I ask video testimonials from my patients, and when you ask them, make sure that you have a written consent for publishing your video testimonials onto Google My Business page, and you can also post it on your Facebook page and Instagram page. But wherever you post it, make sure that you have taken written consent from your patients that you're going to use it for marketing, you're going to use it for branding your dental practice. And since in today's world, we want to watch more of videos, we want to watch less of photos, and thereby videos help you a great way. And also, video testimonials are better because the shelf life of a video is lots more as compared to the shelf life of a photo. If I show a video to a patient which was shooted 10 years back, and if I show it again today, my patient doesn't understand whether this video was an older one or whether this video was a newer one. What they understand is that this patient was so happy with the service that we offered to them that they want to give us a video testimonial, and what they speak in the video testimonial speaks for the dental practice. This is today's word of mouth. People want to read reviews. People want to hear other patients who have walked into your dental practice. So go ahead and use this power and attract more patients. So use more photos, post more videos, and you will get more views for your Google My Business page. All right. So what are posts? Let us understand what are posts. All right, so you can click on this and you can add posts to your dental practice. You can either use it as a COVID-19 update, you can post it as an offer, you can post what's new at the practice, and you can add a photo over here. You can drag your photos over here. You can write something about the post. Please make it compulsory to write something when you are posting onto Google My Business, because this is the place where you can feed in lots of keywords which people are searching onto Google or the finding dentists like you. Say, for example, this post over here. So I have a photo of a post and I have content written down. So when people type in dental clinic in Mira Road, I've already written it down in my posts. When people search for root canal in Mira Road, and I've already written down in my post. And all these things help patients to get connected with me, because Google is seeing that you are using the power of Google My Business and you're using all the keywords feed into your post. And that's how your Google My Business starts scrolling from the bottom to the top of Google My Business. This doesn't happen quickly though. It takes lots of time and efforts. A minimum time period of 3 months is what it will take for you to continuously do and consistently do before you reach onto the top. and I've been doing it since ages. We have lots of posts that we have put. I've been doing it. I'm not sure. I think it goes back to 2017 or 2018 since I'm doing it. And that's how I have been continuously showing to Google My Business that I am active. Please show my business onto the top of Google My Business ranking. A post from February 2020, scrolling back down, I still have a post from again in Feb. I go to January 2020 and I have posts dating. The last post which is present over here is dated 11th of January 2020. I'm sure I have posts which are even older than that. However, Google doesn't want to show it right now. So make sure that you are posting regularly. Initially, you will feel there's nothing happening, no movement happening, not many views happening. However, over a period of time, you will see that the views are increasing and you are getting better results from all those things that you have been doing consistently. Are we having any questions, any doubts? And I have a question over here from Dr. Deepu Krishna. Says, if we have multiple locations of clinic, does it need to be operated with two separate accounts? So a good question. I'm glad that this question popped up over here. So add new business. Okay, so if you have already taken and verified your business, and if you want to add more businesses, the three things or two things that you need to do is, first thing, you need to link it to one account. That's all right. The one primary thing that you need to do is you need to add locations of these clinics onto your page and link it to it, because when I click over here, I have all my businesses which are registered on this email ID over here. So if you have multiple locations of your dental practice, you can link it all together to one account, and it would be advisable to link it to one account, not separate accounts, if the name is same. If the name is different of these two clinics, you will require two separate accounts. I hope I helped you your question, Dr. Deepu. If you still wanted more answers, and if I have not answered your question specifically, I get to thank you. Let's move ahead and have more understanding of Google My Business. All right, so this is a great place to take in reviews. As I already mentioned in the beginning, that your word of mouth concept has completely changed. People go to Google before they want to find a dentist or during the stage of finding a dentist. So they go to Google and they search for practices like you. And if you're using Google, if you're taking reviews continuously on Google, it helps people to search for you. Now, say for example, Sanjay Singh over here has typed in this place and the doctors have made it easier for me to change the cap. The doctors, Soham, can you just go on mute, please? Thank you. All right. So the doctors and the staff here are super friendly, and the support in each corner. I suggest one should try it if in need of a dentist. So people, these are what people are writing for you, and these reviews help you to be go onto the top of Google My Business, because people are using many keywords over here. Over here, dentist keyword has been used. Over here, a cap keyword has been used. Other people over here, uh, let's read this review. It's a fantastic review by one of our patients. So tooth filling, a keyword has been added over here. She herself searched us through Google, so she has mentioned that over here a friendly atmosphere at the dental practices, smiles on their faces all the time. From doctors to staff, always have this smile on the faces. So this is what people read about you, and therefore the trust in you increases even before they visit your dental practice. And once they visit your dental practice, then it's your hand. You can easily convert them because they have had read your reviews, and using these reviews, they already have that added trust in you. And now it's easy for you to convert your consultations to businesses or treatments at your dental practice. So take in more reviews, ask your patients to type in keywords into your reviews, and the way you take reviews and the way you ask them to add in keywords, I'll just give you a small demonstration over here. So the first thing when you ask them for a review, 8 out of 10 people will tell you, I'll just go home and then give a review. I'll go home and give a review. So your assistant should be trained when they hear this thing, I'll go home and give a review. The first thing that the assistant needs to answer to these patients is that, you know what, Mrs. Vandana, you know what, our lives are very fast, and once we go from here, we may tend to forget. I'm sure it would just take 2 minutes, and these 2 minutes of yours would help patients like you to find our dental practices. And I'm sure you would want to help others. And when you say this, out of 8, 6 people will sit and write a review immediately at your dental practice. 2 would still tell you, I would want to go home and write a review. For those 2 patients, don't force them, let them go home and write a review. You still get 6 reviews out of 10 that you attempted. 2 people who have gone home, post them a WhatsApp saying this is a reminder to post a review. This is the link. Press on the link and you will be taken to the Google review page. And 1 out of these 2 will post a review. One will not post a review in spite of giving multiple reminders. So don't push them. Let that patient go away. That's okay. Are we having any questions over here? Are we having any challenges on taking reviews? And I have a question which says, how do we generate the quick link at which the patient can directly post their reviews? I do request my patients, however, sometimes they find it a hassle to find where they need to write and post. So you need to go to your home page over here, scroll to the bottom and get more reviews, share review form. Click on this share review form and copy this thing, go on to Google or go on to WhatsApp, or if it's a patient that you want to send your link to, you can just paste it over here and send it to them, and you will get all those reviews which you want. I hope I helped you with your question, Dr. Deepu. Are we having more questions from Dr. Deepu or for anyone else over here? I'm open for questions. Okay, Dr. Yamini has asked me to tell this again. So you need to click on home. Once you click on home, go to the bottom. You have to share the review form. You have to copy this and you can paste it. So you just copy it, paste it wherever you can paste it onto your WhatsApp. You can paste it onto an SMS. You can paste it onto an email and you can request them for your reviews. So even if those 6 patients who want to sit at the dental practice and want to give reviews, make sure they already have the link present in their WhatsApp, because it becomes very easier for them to just click on the link and give you a feedback immediately. If you are not doing this, it will take some good amount of time for them to find you and start giving reviews to you. All right. So Yamini got the answer. We are open to more questions. Are we having more questions over here? Are we having any doubts that people want to ask? We are free to give you answers to your questions. And there is one question that most frequently is being asked to me: how do I respond to negative reviews? So once in a while, even if you are the best of dentists, there could be someone who is always cribbing, and that person comes to the dental practice and posts in a negative review. Whether the review is a positive review or a negative review, make sure that you are replying to each and every feedback that you get. Reply to that. And if it's a negative review, it could be one of the two things. Either it could be that the person is someone who cribs with everything, or the second thing that could happen is that person is genuine and we might have done a mistake and therefore there is a review. Either of the case, you need to reply. If it's the first case, if the person is just cribbing, there is no mistake that has been done, use the reply and type in, "We are sorry." Even if it's not your mistake, please type in a sorry, because this is what is going to be read by other patients who are searching for you. Please just type in sorry, keep all your egos aside and type in sorry. We are sorry that you were not happy with the experience that you had at the practice. We request you to visit once at the practice and do let us know why are you not happy, and we will do our level best to make this negative review convert to a positive review. Even if that person doesn't come back to the practice, your patients are already reading that you are focusing not just on treatments, you are focusing on customer service, and boom, this is what patients want. Patients want to practice, patients want to go to those practice which focus on customer satisfaction, on customer service, and not just on dental treatments being provided and done. Are we having any questions over here? Are we having any doubts that I still can help you with? The group is a lot silent. I don't like it. I like to interact. Please feel free to ask me any question that you want to. All right, no questions being asked over here. One more thing that I would help you is users. So you are the owner of the dental practice. If you want your assistants, or if you want your assistants, or if you want your associates to help you at your Google My Business, you can add them as users. As you can see, I've already added my associate, Dr. Shikha, over here. So you can add them as users. And I'll do one more thing. I have not added you, Dr. Chinmay. You can straight away get this access, and you can invite them. And once they get an invite onto the Gmail and they accept it, they can start helping you to use Google My Business more effectively. And I have a question which needs to be answered. And Dr. Nichiketa asks me over here that unknown people give us 1-star reviews. So what's to be done? And they have never visited you. And how do we deal with these people who give us 1-star reviews? So one thing for sure is that once a review goes onto the Google business page, you cannot delete it. You cannot delete it. So if you are sure that this person has not visited you, what you can do is you can just click onto these three dots over here and you can flag as inappropriate, and Google will give you many options. You can select in the right option and continue ahead and send a notification to Google that this person had never visited the dental practice. And if Google feels that you are right, they will remove this review. If Google feels that you are not right, they will not remove this review. So you need to flag this review is one thing that you can do. The second thing, Dr. Nichiketa, what you can do is any time in your life, you will surely get some people who will post one-star reviews, and the only way to answer them is getting more five-star reviews, so many five-star reviews that a single one-star review or 10 one-star reviews out of 100 five-star reviews, that 10 one-star reviews will not be seen at all. So rather than cribbing about it and saying that this person has never visited, because Google doesn't allow us to remove reviews, what we can do is we can rather focus on taking more reviews. And when you push those negative reviews to the bottom, and when you take all the positive reviews to the top by adding more reviews continuously, this negative reviews goes on to the bottom and nobody sees them. I have had bad reviews as well. Let me sort them by lowest rating. And there was this person gave me a 4 star. That's the only negative rating that I get. So I'm sorry, I'll not be able to show you. All right. So if you have lowest rating over here, if you see, people will be seeing reviews over here, and they have an option of sorting it over here as well. So I click onto reviews. So you see over here, those keywords that have been typed at NYC Center for Dental Implants have been shown over here. So there are some keywords that have been seen in 3 of the feedbacks. It's root canal, 4 of the feedback that is kill, 5 of the feedback that is smile, 8 of the feedback that is feel, 3 of the feedback that is confidence, and people can directly click over here and the feel word. So made me feel comfortable, makes me feel rushed, and always makes me feel comfortable. Feel comfortable. So people, those who all have added this feel hundreds of times, 8 number of times for this particular patient, this particular dentist, it's been seen at the top, and you can just click on it and you will be seeing only those reviews related to that particular word. And if I sort by a lowest rating over here, this person is also fantastic, doesn't have lowest ratings, all the reviews are 5 stars. So that's fantastic for this particular doctor. And I have over here Dr. Nichikita asking me that they have genuine 84 reviews, but businesses with 15 reviews is shown on the first. Okay, so I will like to share a cheat over here, which should not be done. And if one of your neighboring dentists is doing it, they will be seen on the top. However, someday or the other, Google will punish them and they will suspend their clinic business page. So if I go on to the info page, I have seen many dentists, what they do is they type in the business name and they type in the keywords over here, and they type in what not over here, implants in Mira Road. So this is a negative tactic. If you do this for a few months, you will be seen on the top, because Your business name already has implants in Mira Road, and if somebody searches for implants in Mira Road, I'll be seen on the top because I've used the negative way. However, sometime or the other, Google will notice that this is not my business name. I cannot prove this is my business name. Your business name, as it appears to customers in the real world, is what Google is asking me to add over here. If I type in something which is not my business name, and if I type in over here for a few months, I'll be seen on the top. However, someday, yes, so Nichiketa is telling me they are typing best dentist in business name category. So yes, they are using a negative tactic. Nichiketa, I would like you to connect with me in person. I will type my phone number over here and I'll help you to answer how to answer that particular person. This is my phone number over here. I've typed in. You can connect with me on this, or you can connect me onto the WhatsApp number that I've messaged you from. It's the same number. Don't use negative tactics. I'll tell you how can you answer those particular businesses that are doing this, because someday or the other, if Google suspends your account, make sure that it's going to take a hell lot of time for your business to come back to the top. So don't use negative tactics. And for those people who are using negative tactics, they are definitely going to drop someday or the other. And if I happen to see one of such businesses in my areas, I notify Google, and Google does the work very easy for me. So don't focus on all those things. Focus on what you can do to climb to the top. So there is a proverb that I had heard, that a rung in a ladder, so ladder has many rungs, so on which you climb and go on to the top. So a rung in a ladder is not meant to stay over there for a longer time, or a rung in a ladder is not made so that you can pull the upper one down. A rung in a ladder is made so that you can stay over there for some time and slowly climb to the top of the ladder. So when you are slow, when you are humble, when you're a great person, when you're a fantastic human being, and you don't use negative reviews to reach to the top, negative tactics to reach to the top, you will definitely reach to the top. It will take time, however, you will succeed. So don't use negative tactics. And for that person, I will do that, Dr. Nichiketa. Please, please don't use the chat box over here. I don't want to badmouth any of my dentist friends over here. I will do it personally, and please connect with me personally and help you. What can you do for this particular dentist? Let's help you for this. All right. Any more questions that we have over here? Any more doubts that people want to ask me, or should I proceed ahead with the remaining part of the proceedings at the academy? We have just 20 minutes and a good amount of things still remain. So any questions? No questions. If no questions, I continue ahead. All right. So no questions as of now. Let's begin. All right. Oof. So there are two important questions that I want to ask you. And how many think over here that there are some skills that we need to learn for taking our practice to the next level? Clinical skills are definitely important. However, with just clinical skills, we cannot take our practice to the next level because we need business skills as well. And therefore, how many of you think that there are some skills that we need to learn to take our then practice to the next level? So use in the chat box. Jayesh Guge has already raised his hand. Used in the chat box. Yamini has already typed in communication. Fantastic. Dr. Deepu types in agreed. So there are many skills that we need to learn. I continuously learn new skills for myself. I help my staff learn new skills, and we together, humanity is a fantastic thing that Dr. Yamini types in, and all these things together helps us to grow to the next level? And how many over here are committed to input and invest their time and money in yourself for transformation? Because there are many skills that I continuously learn. Many skills definitely is what Dr. Nichiketa is typing in over here. Many skills that I continuously learn. I upgrade myself. I become a better person, and I use all these skills to take my dental practice to the next level. So these skills that you require are leadership skills. You need to be a great leader. You need to be a great person. You need to be a humble person. You have to be a fantastic listener. You need to communicate nicely to your colleagues, your associates, your assistants, because you are setting a benchmark for people who are watching you. And if you are not a great leader, others will follow you. If you are a great leader, others would want to follow you. So, what are you doing for your assistants? What are you doing for your associates? Do they see a great leader in you? Do they inspire from you? That's the first skill that you need to learn, with leadership. Team building. You cannot reach your goals if you fight for it alone, if you work for it alone, if your entire team has a common goal which the entire practice sets for the dental practice. It's very easy for you to reach your goal. And that's why team building is definitely important. And I respect my team. I already mentioned in the beginning of today's meetup, I respect my team. I love my team. I cannot keep my clinic clean alone. I cannot do my patients alone. I cannot use rubber dam alone. I cannot do suction alone. I cannot do sterilization alone. I cannot do anything alone. And therefore, I need my team, because my team is who I work for. My team is whom works for me. Together, we can do fantastic things for each other. Money management is something that we need to learn. Nobody teaches us finances at a dental clinics or dental colleges or any alumni we are present in. We are not learning money management. We need to learn money management. Time management is something that we need to continuously learn, continuously implement. People sit at the dental practice's waiting room for hours together before they enter into the dental practice, because we don't know how to manage the time and manage the appointments. Apart from that, after we reach home, our minds are already in the clinics कि ये पेशेंट क्या क्या होगा, ये पेशेंट को अपॉइंटमेंट देना है, ये कैसे करना है, वो कैसे करना है. And therefore we need to manage our time effectively, so that once we are outside the dental practices, we can focus on our personal lives, we can focus on our family, we can love our family, because we work for our families. So we need to manage time effectively so that we can give time to our family. We need to understand communication. Dr. Yamini had typed in communication, a great tool, a great thing. If you are a master of communication, everything becomes easy. I have learned how to communicate with my assistants, with my associates, and the way I communicate, I am sure they would love to communicate back with me. They share their problems, I help them in their problems, and that's how the entire clinic grows. Nobody wants to leave me. I have had assistants who work for me for years together, and that's why communication becomes the foundation of your dental practice. Build relationships with your patients, because you want patients to stay loyal with you for the rest of your lives. And only if you build relationships with your patients, they'll be loyal with you. You need to understand selling and not look like a salesman. One great selling tip over here, in fact, I'll give you two selling tips over here. When a person comes to the dental practice, use this less and use this more. So become a fantastic a listening person. If you listen to the problems of your patients, and if you give them more time to speak by just listening, you become better at selling. And how can you listen better? by asking them the right set of questions, which is the second tip over here. Ask the right questions to your patients, and when you ask them the right questions, they will help you with the answers that will help you crack the deal. So become a great listener if you want to become good at selling. Become someone who asks the right questions and they'll give you all the answers that they want. Today we spoke about something which can help us in branding our dental practice. If we make our dental practice a brand, only those patients who want to pay to us enter the dental practices. Those patients who can't afford us don't walk into the dental practice. And brands, if you build a brand, I love this brand a lot. This is an iPhone. This brand Apple, I love this brand a lot. And the reason I love is that I am loyal to this brand. I'm loyal to it. Kuch bhi kar lo, I will not go for any other mobile phones. And this loyalty is because of the branding that Apple has invested in. If you invest in branding, if you develop a personal brand for your dental practice, you will get results out of it. And therefore, Dr. Yamini, if a trust opens just next to your dental practice, is that your target audience? Are you targeting to people who want to pay less, or are you targeting to those people who want to pay more for getting the dental treatments done? So you need to understand who is your target audience. And if your target audience is different from the trust, why are you worried with the trust opening next to your dental practice? मेरे यहाँ पे 10 या 100 ट्रस्ट भी ओपन हो जाए, I would not get worried because that's not my target audience. They will not be able to come to my practice, our practice. They'll not be able to afford the dental treatments at our practice. Therefore, create a personal brand out of your dental practice. The next thing, thank you, Dr. Deepu. The next thing is what we spoke on today was digital marketing. You need to crack digital marketing in today's world because the world has completely changed. Everything is digital. They want to book appointments from their mobile phones. They want to give reviews from their mobile phones. They want to search for clinics using their mobile phones. They want to pay using Google Pay, which is again an app in their mobile phone. So if the world is changing, are we changing or are we not changing? So you need to learn digital marketing and you need to learn video marketing, and using all these things mixed up together, you become a completely different person. You become the best version of yourself. You are now ready with all these skills together mixed with the best clinical skills and the best of humanity skills. You become a completely different person. And now visualize yourself. What will happen to the dental practice if you have all these skills in yourself? What would be the outcome if you get mastery in all these 10 skills? You will become a great human. You will become someone whom patients want to walk to. You will become someone whom patients search through online. You will become someone who is a good listener so that you don't need to sell to your patients. You will become someone who is a great leader so you don't need to inspire your assistants कि ये करना है वो करना है. Your assistants know what needs to be done because you have been a great leader and you have helped them understand what is that we are working in team building and what is the entire team focusing on. So visualize that thing and fantastic. That's what being done. Dr. Anam and Dr. Soham had visited the dental practice around 15 days back, and this is what I am doing at the practice continuously, and the entire team rocks. Everyone at the dental practice makes the patients comfortable, makes in the colleagues comfortable, makes the associates comfortable, make the doctors who walk into the practice to meet me, make them comfortable, and they love them, they gel with them, they bond with them, and therefore I am able to achieve my goals easily because I don't work alone. I have a team who works for me and I love them. I'm not just saying this, I truly love them. I don't inspire them, they inspire me. They work for me tirelessly, they work for me, and therefore, Dr. Chinmay, I will not stop saying good things about you. I will not stop motivating you. I will not say so many things that I've said to you. You have been a great associate. Thanks to being over here, and thanks to all the listeners. Go ahead, chill with your team. They are the gems of your dental practice. They are the ones whom we are working for, and that's why I've introduced something which is called as the dental business blueprint, which is a completely online platform which has recorded videos, and you get a lifetime access if you want to become a part of the academy. We have videos which have been shot for more than 14 to 15 hours of videos which are already present in this blueprint, and you can get a lifetime access to this. If you want to join the academy, you can watch it a number of times. You can watch it at your convenient time, convenient location, because this is present completely online. Everything is a recorded video, and in this blueprint, you get to understand and build blocks of successful dental practice. You see others getting succeeded, and we don't know what others did and how do we succeed. So over here in the academy, you will be able to understand what are those blocks that needs to be built to achieve success. You will be ready to adapt the changes. As I told, the world is already changing. Are we changing? So we'll help you adapt to the changes that are happening. You will self-assess yourself to the process of attaining mastery. You will get the right mindset to attract more patients. Your mindset needs to be strong. This is the basic thing which you need to work on, and we at the academy will help you to build that strong mindset. You will use the proven goal setting formulas for achieving goals not only at your dental practice but at your personal life as well, because as I just said, dentistry is a part of life. It's not life. You need to become successful in your lives in order to become successful at dentistry. Don't limit yourself to success at dentistry. Go ahead, and we want you to become successful in your personal lives, your family lives, your relationships, and everything that you do. Implement time money management formulas, the importance of a strong doctor patient relationship, selling dentistry so that it doesn't look like selling, stop personal branding, video marketing, digital marketing strategies, and what exactly to expect onto this journey of yours. I have toiled myself in reaching up to this stage. I don't want my friends to toil, and that's the reason why we have introduced this blueprint. What's more in the blueprint is you get 365 days of social media post ideas planned out for you. So you can just download it, you can change the colors, you can add your logos, you can update it, and you can post it onto your social media. And you get 8 goal setting templates wherein you get various ways to set goals for your year, for your 6 months, goals for your life, goals for you in person, goals for the dental practice, and you work towards growing these goals. You have a one-to-one coaching with me where you can have a Zoom call booked, and I'll help you understand those doubts that you have. Any doubt, you can have a Zoom call and we'll be ready to help you. We have had dentists in the academy who regularly visit the dental practice if they want to, and if they stay nearby. I also visit their dental practices and I help them grow. If I cannot visit them, I have a Zoom call with their team of assistants, with the team of associates, with the entire practice, and I help them motivate and grow the dental practice to the next level. What more you get at the academy is there is a private Telegram and a WhatsApp group. We have every Thursday a weekly inner circle call where we all dentists come together, have more things understood, and a special VIP Facebook group. And this is the entire thing that the academy is offering to you, and this was at a value of 29,995. However, I don't want my fellow associates to go the grind, use the hard way, and come to where I have reached. And therefore, what we do is we give them an offer price of 9,999 because I don't want my colleagues to suffer. I want you to grow to this journey faster. And had I used this thing earlier, I would have myself grown faster. In the last 4 years is when I started using this technique. I have had a major growth. So I want you all to grow. And I'm sure you might have questions in your mind. Would this work for my practice? Should we invest time in learning new skills and money for learning new skills? And I would tell you, if we don't grow, we'll stay stuck. The only thing that's going to change is change. Everything is going to change. Change is the only law of life. And if you are ready for this change, if you are ready for this change, only then we'll be growing ahead, because I have seen that I have changed myself from what I was to what I am today. And I'm continuously changing because I myself invest in all those things. I myself invest in learning more skills, and I bring it to the academy. So I promise to all those members who want to join the academy, this will be the best value for money, because you will get so many learnings from here. And I'm sure if you implement it, if I speak it, you will not get results. However, if you implement all those things that we learn at the academy, you will definitely get loads of results. And let me do something for the action takers over here for a limited time for the next 10 minutes, only for those action takers who want to take action. This is a webinar special rate. I have posted a link in the chat box. You can click on the link and you will get this entire package at the rate of 4,999 only. And let us see, until the time people click onto the link and register for it, let us see what our doctors who have joined the academy speak about.
Mistakes when they enter into their private practice. So once again, thank you, Dr. Jashan.
If there are any doubts that people want to ask in, you are free to post in the chat box. Doubts related to the academy, doubt related to the course, doubt related to today's webinar that we have. I love to help my fellow associates, my colleagues. Please post in the chat box with any doubts that you have. More testimonials from doctors who have joined the academy. Dr. Grishma, practicing in Mira Road, Dr. Kanan from Borivali, it has helped them to take their dental practices to the next level. Dr. Reema Salve from Kandivli area, Dr. Suresh Vishwakarma from Virar area, Dr. Mohammad Kashif from Lucknow, Dr. Shripal Oswal from Panvel, Dr. Praveen Pujari from Pune, Dr. Sunit Aire again from Mumbai. Feedbacks coming in from throughout the country, more from Mumbai because I have lots of participants who have already joined in from Mumbai. If you have any doubts, any concerns related to today's webinar, to Google My Business, I am available for all your help. You can please feel free to contact me on my phone number that I had updated onto the chat box. Feel free to ask me any question. If you want to ask me in person, you can do it on my number. If you want to ask me over here, the webinar is open to questions for next 2 minutes if I have a question, and if there are no questions, I'll be winding up the webinar over here. All right, so no questions that come in from your end. Thank you for attending today's meetup. Wishing you all the best and success in your personal lives. Don't limit yourselves just to become best dentist. Become the best humans, and you will have fantastic life. Wishing you all the best for your journey in this world. If you have any doubts, please feel connected. Please feel free to ask us, call us, message us, WhatsApp us, whatsoever medium that you want to do. I promise that I'll be there for help. Thank you for your valuable time and your valuable presence in today's meetup. That's it from my side over here. Be a great human first and a better dentist later, is what I would say at the end. Serve to your patients, love your patients. Your home lives, your home works. The money in your home flows only because of your patients. So give gratitude to your patients. Say a big thank you to your patients, because if those patients would have not attended your dental practice and would have attended some other dental practice, you would not have that money to educate your child, buy a new phone, buy a new car, buy a new home, uh, pay to your assistants, and therefore love your patients, love your team, and that's how you will grow ahead in life. Thank you for being fantastic listeners and putting in your valuable time. Go ahead and start implementing all those things. Post regularly, put photos on your Google My Business page, reply to your reviews that you get, take reviews consistently, and slowly and steadily you will move to the top of Google My Business page. For any help that you want, I will always be there. But that's it from my side over here. Thank you for going 4 minutes beyond the time. That's it from my side, and that's it from Dental Uplivity Academy. Rock the show, become great humans, and live your lives the best way. Thank you.